Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today? Sorry, we've sort of changed the time by about half an hour. It's been a busy day. Lots and lots of stuff going on, work-wise and things like that. So that had to come first, unfortunately. So let's just see who's on, if anyone's on. Brandon Wallace, how are you, mate? Sanjay, it's 0-0 so far, the England game, really? Levi Cap, hello, how are you? I think I mentioned before, I don't think I'm that fussed about watching a third, fourth place playoff. Not sure how interested the players will be, if I'm being honest, but like I said in the comment, I guess it's a medal for them. Yeah, I don't even think I watched the third, fourth playoff in last year for England men's team, so I'm certainly not going to spend my afternoon watching that. But hey, good luck to them. That's all I'll say. Paul Harty, how are you? Brian Gardner, hi mate. How are you, buddy? First time I've managed to catch a live stream. Well, welcome. Benignism, how many more minutes? How many more minutes? I don't know what that means. Let's go, Joseph Beatty. We're going. Philip Scott, Surety. Phil, how are you doing, mate? You well? Calvin Lou. Hi, Andy. How are you, Calvin? You're new. Joseph Beatty. Heard we're signing some young Ecuadorian. Did it on the... Did it yesterday, mate? I don't think so. Spoke about all that yesterday. Football fan. What do you think of Rodri? Excellent. Go and watch the video I did on Monday. The whole tactical analysis with him and Fernandinho. John Graham, afternoon, Andy. All good with you? Yes, very busy, mate. Weekend, so... Not only during the week, as it's been a busy week. Very busy with work and very busy with Man City Fan TV. There's tons and tons of videos out there. Don't forget, I put out a video before because the last few weeks said that a few people have been in touch with us and said, oh, I missed it. I'm not getting a notification, blah, 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 blah. So what I did was YouTube have just changed some of their sort of notification settings and things recently. And so what I thought I'd do is just put a quick video together. So if you're... Okay, millennials, like I said on the video, millennials know all about these things. But if you're new to sort of YouTube and you're of the older generation, sort of my generation, and you're not really used to it and things like that, go and watch the video. And that way it will make sure that you've got your settings right on your phone, whether it's iOS or whether it's Android or your laptop. And that way you can make sure that you've clicked all the right things, your settings are in the right settings, and that way you'll immediately be notified whenever a new video on Man City Fan TV comes live. So I hope you appreciate that for those who are not familiar with it. What else have we got on here? The Wolfman. The Wolfman, how are you? Benignism. Sorry, just big jump in, a load of people then coming on. Let me just go back down. Hello, Andy. You all right, mate? Yeah, I'm very good. How are you, mate? Chris Lindley. Hi, Andy. How are you? I'm very well, Chris. How are you, buddy? Hi, Andy. Happy Saturday, mate. England getting battered 2-0 down. Glad I didn't watch it, if I'm honest with you. It must be so hard to get themselves up. Disappointment. You know, they wanted to go through to the final. I think Phil Neville said it was a bit of a disappointing performance by the team as a whole. They look absolutely devastated after the game against the USA. So it's always hard to sort of get yourself back up again for these third, fourth place playoffs. I mean, I don't know why they just don't scrap them and just, you know, the winners are the winners and that's it. Why do you have to have a second and a third and a fourth and all nonsense? It's not like that in the Premier League. You know, at the end of the day, it's one winner. That's it. Let them go home. Let them go with their families. Let them go on holiday. Let them go and do. They've been away for a long time. Zifo Ultimo J17. Hi, Andy. Hope you're good, mate. I'm very well. How are you? Danny 2ME. Evening, Andy. Well, not quite evening. It's afternoon here. 16:33. But Jason Foy, Sweden are winning 2-0. Wow. Blue Heart, good afternoon. How are you, Blue Heart? You well? Marcus is on. Hi, Andy. You all right, mate? Oi, oi, Gary Dineen. I would love Harry Maguire. What about you? I'd take him. I would take him. Said it on loads of videos this week. I'd rather have Aki for the price. If you haven't seen the videos on the channel, done loads of videos this week. Absolutely. I think there were 3 videos, including the live vlog. 2 videos plus the live vlog yesterday. We had the episode 6 of Who Are You with Akio Fernandez, the head of the Go and Man City Supporters Club. And then in the afternoon, I put out the video that we did, the new series called Pre-season Friendly, where I chat to City fans from the UK and overseas and talk about all the latest transfer rumours and thoughts about the coming season, that type of thing. So go and watch that. It's really, really good with Chris and Phil on that particular channel, on our channel, that particular video. And then obviously did the live vlog as well last night. So Sweden 2 up, Andrew Quinn. Yeah, good day, Andy Martin Cross. How are you? Sharky Hussein, Joao Cancelo news. We'll talk about that just shortly. Well, I wouldn't say it's news, but we can talk about it. It's not a lot going on today, if I'm being honest. Roberto Blondie, how are you? Graham Forshaw, good afternoon, Blue. Good afternoon, Blue, to you. Brandon Wallace, do you want Aki at City? I wouldn't mind it at all. I'd rather have Aki for the price and age and everything than Maguire, but Maguire, he's a very good player. Martin Cross, is Ben Mendy healthy? Looks like it. We'll wait and see. I've not heard any news. It's gone very quiet on the Ben Mendy front. Nothing. Somebody posted yesterday saying, "Oh, I believe he's out and he's injured," and not read anything like that from any official sources. So waiting and seeing, really, what's going to happen. It looks like some of the players will be drifting back into pre-season this weekend, 1 or 2, but most will be back on Monday. Joseph Beattie, what do you think City's best starting 11 is? For me, said it in the video again. Go scroll back. Go back and watch some of the videos that we've done. I've done a video a few weeks back on formations and who I think potentially could be the starting 11, and what if we play a 4-3-3 or a 3-5-2 with Fernandinho dropping. So go back and have a watch of that video. I mean, for me, it depends on who we sign. It really does. So let's say we sign nobody else. It would be Ederson, Stones, Laporte, and on the right it'd be Walker, on the left it'd be Mendy if fit. It would be, to start with, I would say Fernandinho with David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne ahead of him, Raheem Sterling on the right, Sane on the left, and Aguero up front. But we may sign some more players. The new Man City Raw with Rob is brilliant. Will you be doing it in the studio, or will it always be just audio? The plan is not to film it. That's the plan. Otherwise, we can just do what we do anyway. The plan is, some of the people who go on there don't really want to be on camera, and it's not for everybody. Hence why we did the podcast on it. So I spoke to Rob about it a few weeks ago because people were saying, "Oh, you're going to film it." They're going to be in a studio. They are in a studio, but last week, I think the last one, podcast 2, there was one person who had to come in on Skype because he couldn't get there. Rob's doing another one tonight, I believe. Not chatted to him today, but I believe there's another one being done tonight. So yeah, like I said, some of them are quite happy to come on. Not everybody wants to be on camera, and that's absolutely fine. Hence why it's a podcast and not a video. But there may be times when, we might have certain guests in. I might be in, or other people might be in, and maybe we'll film it and do it that way. Who knows? But there's no plans to make it a video format, let's say, unless it's maybe the odd special edition. But I'm glad you like it. Go over if you've not heard it. Be careful, there is strong language on there. 2-1 now, Andrew Quinn. Sai, Manny Matt Hale. Work rate has been crazy the last few weeks, Andy. Can't wait for the season to start. Yeah, it's been mental. Bananism, any news, updates on Delphi? No, not seen anything on it yet. Sanini Yusuf, good afternoon, Andy. How are you? I'm very good, Sanini. How are you? John Grogan, hello, Andy, on this sunny day. Looking forward to a night of Northern Soul at Blackburn Soul Club tonight, but my City fix first. Have a brilliant time, mate. Let me know how it goes tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be excellent. I need to come up there one day. Maybe you'll need to invite me up. I love it. Absolutely love it. John Graham, I hope we miss a bullet with Maguire. I'd have Aki any day. Maybe. We'll wait and see. Rob Beard, good afternoon to you. Shedders1, hi Andy, good afternoon. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Been a hectic day. Absolutely hectic. Levi Cap, I like Maguire, but I prefer Ake. Both great, though. It's interesting how people's opinions, a week or so ago, people were very much in the Maguire camp. Now, you know, we've been talking about Aki quite a lot. People maybe starting to maybe change their mind, some people. 2-2 now. Wow, 2-2. What a game, maybe. I should have watched it. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm sure it's on in the background wherever you are. Who scored? I know it says City's White equalises. Who scored the first goal? Joseph Beattie, what's your thoughts on United signing Longstaff 50 million? Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Crazy money. Good. I'm glad to know you well, Chris. Iana Moran, any rumours? No real. I'll be honest with you. There's nothing really. There's a little... let's just turn that off. That was somebody trying to ring me. That was more. It should come back on 1 second. It's coming on. Hello? That's me rushing around. Never even put my phone on silent. So, Kirby. Oh, it was Kirby, was it? Well, could be an interesting game then. So, on the rumour front, news on Danilo, Delph, Maguire, Nico, nothing Sanini. There's absolutely nothing. So, it's one of those. We're just going to have to wait and see. If there was news, trust me, we would definitely be giving you videos like this and talking about it. We'll talk very briefly about the Cancelo thing. And I said to you, was it yesterday morning or a Thursday, I think it was, I said on one of the live vlogs that there was a little chink of light, possibly, that it could be back on. And you know, well, let's talk about it now. But a lot of this is coming from Duncan Castle's podcast that I think he put out Thursday night, Friday morning, I can't remember. But from the transfer podcast, and he basically sort of says that the deal seems close, but this is from the Star, and the Star just post anything that Duncan Castle says. I'm sure he's got a contract or something with the Daily Star. I don't know. It says they've been working on a deal for some time, but that's contradicting some of the other stuff that he said previously, where he said that the Cancelo thing just didn't look like it was potentially on. So I don't know when they say it's been working on a while. What's a while? Is that 3 weeks? Is it a day? 24 hours? 48 hours? He claims that. He claimed in his podcast that Aurelio Capaldi, who's an Italian journalist, says that Juventus would possibly let him go for £54 million, 60 million euro. They bought him for 40.4, and they're just happy to make some sort of profit on it. I'm still not too sure, I'll be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. Sarri says that he wants basically these attacking options going forward from defence, and yet he wants to sell Cancelo. Well, Cancelo's the sort of perfect attacking option going forward. So that sort of statement doesn't really make much sense, to get rid of Cancelo and then potentially bring in Marcelo in there. I don't know. Who knows? I still think it's a suck it and see. I really do. On this one, I called the Rodri one weeks ago, but on this one, I'm going to hold fire on it. I'll be honest with you. Oh, let's have a look. I'm good, thank you, Andy. Have a good weekend, pal. Thank you, Marcus. Fully Naresh Kumar. Who will be the next City captain? Well, it's David Silva's going to be the captain for this final season. Really excited about Gabby Jesus. Think he'll have a big season, says Kiam. Well, we've seen that Rivaldo has come out and made some statements about Gabby Jesus, and I agree with you, and I agree with him. He basically has come out and said that Gabriel Jesus has impressed me. We all know that things went well for Jesus at the 2018 World Cup, as he was a regular first-choice player and didn't score a single goal, he told Betfair. He said, but Tite kept his confidence in the kid, and Jesus has rewarded his manager. He's still a young player with great potential and time to evolve. He will have many more opportunities. Jesus had a tough season, losing some importance in the Manchester City team, but Guardiola will be happy seeing him shining for the Brazilian national team and gaining confidence for next season. He went on to say Playing a final, talking about the Copa America, against opponents you've beaten 5-0 in the group phase will always increase your favouritism, but football is not so simple and every match is another story. Peru played a great match against Chile and ended up reaching the final after eliminating Uruguay, which was not an easy task. Brazil are favourites, but will find more problems than they did in the group games against Peru. This is a match of Peru's life as they haven't won the competition for 40 years and will certainly give 110% to spoil Brazil's party at the Maracanã. So there's some sort of nice praise to about Gabby Jesus from the Brazilian legend Rivaldo, and he thinks that his Copa America tournament so far has been a big success, and certainly, hopefully, he can find his feet and have more game time next season or this coming season for Manchester City. Joseph Beattie, would you have Shane Duffy from Brighton at Hove Albion? No chance. Marcus David Silva for his last season. Yeah, he's going to be the captain. Roberto Blondi, fully Naresh Kumar. I think De Bruyne next captain after Silva. I agree. I think it'll be De Bruyne. I said it yesterday. Somebody asked me about Rodrigo. Would he be a potential? Maybe. He seems to have all the right attributes, but probably not just yet. Shedders 1. Oh, VAR disallowed it. It's still 2-1. Okay. Jason Foy, how long did that take? About 5 minutes. Jason Foy, signing has just signed with Nike game. Could be a good sign. Okay, so reported the other day that Adidas were trying to get him. I don't know whether you saw the video. The live vlogger was talking about Sane and Adidas trying to get him. Well, we know the big affiliation with Adidas and Bayern Munich. So the fact that if he signed a new contract with Nike, you know, fingers crossed, you're right, it could be a good sign. And he's basically said, I'm not going to Bayern Munich, and that's that. And Adidas have pulled out the potential offer. Jonathan Biney, Joao Cancelo news. Just talked about it, mate. I'll be one of those. I'll just sit on the fence on it. I'll be honest with you. I said it for the last 10 days. I said it looks like it's gone dark on the whole thing, and then on Thursday I said there might be a chink of light somewhere in the deal, and we'll wait and see what happens with that. But we'll wait and see. Maybe there is something. Maybe there is something that's going to be done. We'll wait for more news on it, if I'm being honest. Let's say, hypothetically, Manchester City needed to buy a new striker. Who would you want? Mbappe to play in a striker's role. There you go. I know you said realistic. That's probably not the answer you were looking for. But I would probably go for Mbappe if I was going for a striker. Or, and you'll hate me for it, but I keep saying it, Marcus Rashford. I like the kid. News on Moritz yet? No, still the same thing. I think he's going to go on loan. Said it loads of times. Nothing is certain. Like I said, anything, if there was any news on anything that is deals that are going to be done, big rumours that they're going here or there, you know we'll bring it to you. It's just a weekend. We've had 2 big signings this week. There's nothing really much going on, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Heron's Finney leaves and people would like Ake to be the player to fill the void. I'm confused. Okay, Herons, who would you like to fill the void for? Who in world football could fill the void for Vinny Company? Sifo Ultimo, J17, VAR is really, it's back to 2-1. Wrongfully judged handball. Zifo, don't use language like that, mate. Because it's, one, it doesn't even make sense in a conversation, that particular word in your statement. And 2, you know, let's be respectful. Joseph BT, are you worried about the lack of pre-season games? Well, we're going away next week to play pre-season games. Jordan Jolly, yo, how are you? What do you think of Ake coming to Man City, Andy? I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be a great signing. Ake and Laporte are both left-footed. Would you start both of them? I'll be honest with you. I think if Ake came, I think they'd rotate. Stones, Laporte, Ake. I think it'd be a rotational role. I'm not sure Ake would be an immediate starter, for being honest. Jordan Jolly says Kirby scored to make it 2-1. White equalised. Okay, we're here. Sorry, just I had to put it on silent. Blue Hat Cancelo is back in the news again. Yeah, just spoke about that. Joseph Beattie, I like Angelino. People are comparing to Roberto Carlos. I think he's got a long way to go before he gets to that level, mate. Abdallah Alamami, Ake and Cancelo. Who knows? Maybe. Shedder's One United fans already calling him long stuff. Brilliant. I miss Joe Hart. He's my all-time City player. Really? Okay, yeah. Yeah, he was great for City. How old are you, Levi? Benignism. Let's talk about VAR next season in the Premier. You reckon Pep will drill our forwards on timing? What do you mean by that, mate? I know this is City chat, but a comment on our noisy neighbours. What shambles all of them? Yes, yeah. It's just said it. I did it on the video, so I went through it. Was it yesterday? I did a bit on Liverpool meltdown, and the day before the live vlog, I did the United meltdown, and they were going on about, is this it? What we've got? James, Longstaff, and Wan-Bissaka. That is it. Does that what sum up Man United and Ed Woodward? I mean, they said it's just embarrassing. Joseph Beattie, Tony Duggan has left Barcelona. Where's she headed? She said she's not making an announcement and it'll be coming out soon. What's the chances she's going to Lyon? But she must have been offered a good deal if she's left Barcelona, because she was on some decent money there. I like Angelino, but the comparison to Roberto Carlos is slightly premature. I miss Joe Hart. He was great for us, still a legend. Yeah, he's certainly big player for us. Zanini, Harry is so slow player. He is only good in hairballs. It's so crazy to get him than over 80 million. I think we need an experienced centre-back who play many games in Champions League. I mean, someone like Godin or Bonucci. Neither will be coming, mate. None of them. Joseph, Danilo is underrated. I prefer him over Walker. Danilo, yeah, is a good player. Very flexible. I don't think Cancelo wants to be in Italy. I don't think he cares where he goes. Maybe not, mate. Chris Bardsey, afternoon. How are you, Sanjay? Jay, England losing 2-1. Yes, morning, Andy says Kabyle USA _USA. How are you, mate? Jordan Jolly, who becomes captain after Silva? Aguero? Doubt it. No, doubt it. Don't talk enough. I think it'll possibly be Kevin De Bruyne. That's who I'd pick anyway. Chris Langley, Andy, do you think Rodri will start season straight away? I think it all depends on the pre-season. Somebody made a good point on the live vlog yesterday. Not on the live vlog, on the video I did yesterday with Chris and Phil, the pre-season friendly video, the new series. And they said, look, you know, Fernandinho's coming back from the Copa America. He's still got the final to come. Is it tomorrow? And by the time he finishes that and gets back, the guys are already going to be in training and flying out to Asia. So maybe he'll need a proper rest for 2-3, maybe even 4 weeks. Who knows? And maybe if Rodri hits the ground running, maybe Rodri will start until Fernandinho comes back. But we'll wait and see. It'd be great. It would be great to think that Fernandinho and Rodri are in pre-season somewhere, so that he has a level of looking at what Fernandinho does. No, Chris, Fernandinho's still first choice. Well, yeah, I've just explained that. Marcus, did you see a while back to Rivaldo supposedly said he should leave City for regular play? Never know what to believe. I'm only just quoting their quotes, mate. Marcus, they're quotes from Rivaldo. They're not. It's not journalists saying that. They are direct quotes from him. So if he's lying or he's whatever, then not a lot we can do about that. The Prince Hot Jordan 11. Gabby Jesus needs to be himself and work hard. He would do well. He's got to stop comparing himself and just play hard. Absolutely, and get opportunities. You know, he needs a run of games. Stones as captain one day. I always thought, you know, Stones was a potential future captain. He's got to break. He's got to keep his place in the starting 11 first. How strong the links with Ake? I would say at the moment 25%. Abdallah, any news on Ake? Just answered that. Joseph Beattie, why isn't Fernandinho captain? Well, I think he's, you know, he has been given the armband on occasions like David Silva has. English Mastiff, Mbappe, striker, Andy's. No, I mean, I said play him in a striker's role. Not that he is. I said I'd play him in a striker's role. Top 4 players to be captain for me is De Bruyne and David Silva, Aguero, Sterling. Well, we know David Silva's going to be the captain next season. Sean Abbey, stunned we're not in for De Ligt. Well, I think the wages side of it, mate. I think that's the problem. You know, if Raiola wants him to be paid 340 grand a week, it completely breaks our whole wage structure, and I don't think that's something City are prepared to do. Phil says, hi Andy, keep up the good work. Bet you wish you had a tenner for all the thumbs. I know, I bet I do. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I'd be wadded, absolutely wadded. Excuse me. Bananas, and which do you prefer, Dzeko, Aguero, or Aguero and Negredo? Well, he's during the beast is fit fire. Well, the Aguero and Negredo, that one season was superb, but you can't take it away from Dzeko and Aguero. There was that bit of rotation from time to time, but big man, small man. I love Negredo. I really liked Negredo that first season, just when he got that injury, when he went over on his shoulder in the corner flag. Since then, after that, he wasn't the same player. Why aren't we in for De Ligt? Just said that about his salary. What's your favourite current City players? David Silva. You're 16, mate. Okay. Noah Lofty signing to play through the middle? Doubt it. Abdi Kamas, welcome to you, mate. Joseph, who's your top 4 in correct order? I've done this. I think you've asked. Have you not the one who's asked me this every single live vlog for the last 4 days, and I keep saying the same thing? Sporting Lisbon ain't going to sell Bruno Fernandes for 50 million when the rivals Benfica just got 106 million for Joao Felix from Atletico. Don't make sense. Oh, well, you know, I think it's all about potential. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And I think was it not more than 106 million? Was it 126 million euro? Doesn't that make it a little bit more than that? Possibly, but even 106 million, it's madness. Sup, lads? How's Manchester Blue Smoke 2007? How you doing? Tony Duggan's gorgeous. QnA go, I like how company signed Nasri. Yeah, well, it's one of those, you know, sometimes it's better the devil you know and people you can trust and you know how to maybe motivate them and things like that. So I think it might be possibly a good move for him. Godans joined Inter Milan. Manchester, Rodri combo was awesome. Guy makes you humble for knowing English. It's superb, it was. Absolutely. I think City were excited about it. City fans were excited when he signed, but after that interview, I think it's gone up a whole new level. I'm going to miss David Silva next season, Sharky Hussein says. So am I, mate. Do you follow NBA or NFL? No. I used to follow the NBA years and years ago when it first came on Channel 4, was it? Or when I was young, a lot younger, in the old Michael Jordan days, Chicago Bulls. But no, I've been to a few NBA games when I've been in the States. And I saw Michael Jordan's last game when I think it was in Seattle. So yeah, but no, I don't really follow it. I don't have time. I can't even watch the England's women's game. So English Mastiff loved Nasri class when he was playing. Hey, listen, English Mastiff, there's no doubting when he was on form and when he, you know, when he sort of was fit and firing, he was superb, absolutely class. And he had a bit of a reputation, but if you go and watch the video I did with Sharon Latham, I sat down for 2 days and spoke to her, the ex-Man City photographer last summer. I talked about Nasri, and she said he was a lovely, lovely guy. He was just really shy. It's just maybe his persona, the way he come across, you know, in football and things like that. She said he wasn't. He was a really shy guy, really lovely guy. Joseph says, would you approach, say, Jadon Sancho in a year or two? Who knows? Certainly not now. Have to go. Keep up sterling work, Andy. Thanks, Shedders One. I'm going shortly. I'm going to bawl my eyes out, be a complete mess when David Silva leaves. So am I. It doesn't matter where Mbappe plays. Mbappe is overrated, really, Jonathan. How regularly do you think Foden will play next season? He'll rotate. You know, he's not going to get 38 Premier League games, that's for certain. He'll be in and out. He'll be a sub mainly, and he'll probably come on more as a substitute definitely will be playing in the likes of cup competitions and, you know, off the bench in Champions League games and things. David McLennan, I'm from Glasgow, made a few games last season, including Liverpool 2-1, Chelsea 6-0. Just got my ticket for the derby in December through the fan card. It's on the weekend of my 18th. Buzzing. Well done, David. Mbappe got pace, but he ain't no Aguero. Well, I'd keep Aguero. If somebody gave me the choice, I'd have Aguero every day of the week. I loved the beast. Yeah, he was great that first season. Need to try Sane on the right like Germany did. Yeah, possibly. I mean, you know, maybe. You know, we've seen Sterling on the left. Vinny taking such tea. Don't know what you mean by that, Chris. Soul says Neville's dropped to the City keeper again, and do you think it's because she plays for City? No. Bardsley's been the #1 for England for a long, long time. English Mastiff, Gabriel Jesus is going to step up a couple of notches. I hope so, and I think he will. As long as he gets games, consecutive games, because it's no good bringing him in just for the odd game. If, you know, Sergio's got a slight knock or something like that. We've seen last season, when he got those run of games, he was banging in goals, albeit against lesser opposition. But he just needs 2-3 back-to-back games. Sandler's joined Anderlecht too. Well, he wants him. Vinny certainly wants him. I'm not sure whether it's. I don't know whether it's been announced officially, but he certainly wants. He wants Sandler there. Vinny taking to Anderlecht. Who's Chris? Would be funny if Company would go on and sign Joe Hart and Safal. That's it, would. Do you remember Alano? Of course I remember Alano. Rodrigo's girlfriend is gorgeous, blue heart. Jordan Charlie. Do you play Tottenham away or home? What's that? Missed that one. Best strikers are the smaller guys. Pablo Fornals, great signing for West Ham too. And now in for Maxi Lopez from Celta, says Noah. Manchester Blues, sorry, my line is jumping around. Hold on, let me just try and stabilise this. Manchester Blue 2007, only remember Alano for that goal. Hi, all just joined, what's the gen? We've just been talking a little bit about Cancelo. We've talked about Gabby Jesus and what Rivaldo said about him. The free kick, somebody said, you're talking about Alano's free kick. Which youngsters are you looking forward to seeing during pre-season? I want to see the likes of Tommy Doyle. I hope Luke Bolton is back fit and firing. I want to see Adrian Benabi playing as well. Paveda, see him on the left-hand side doing a little bit more of his trickery. We need to get Sane signed. I think it's going to be done, Joseph. Do you think Angelino is replacing Delph as one of them players what can play anywhere? I don't know whether he can play anywhere, but he's certainly flexible enough. We could play him further forward. Berto Lee, I'm more excited about the pairing of Fernandinho and Rodri in top away games like Liverpool. Yeah, it depends on whether they play them, but it might mean a change in formation. I don't think City play well when they play two defensive midfielders. We've seen when when Fernandinho, David Silva and Gundogan, all three of them on the pitch, we rarely played to our top level. Rarely. Last season. You go back and watch all the games last season when Silva, Fernandinho and Gundogan played in the same team. We rarely played well. So I'll be very surprised if we see Fernandinho and Rodri in the same team with David Silva as well. But maybe Pep will work on that potential formation if it's needed. I think Gabby Jesus is more of a winger. He's more skillful than a finisher. I don't know about that. Stephen Ireland, Delano and Johnson under Ericsson was class, says English Mastiff. Jesus is on fire. Never thought I'd say that. He's doing well. Yes, Negredo in that one season was unbelievable. Sorry, I've got a dry throat. Claudio Gomez needs some pre-season games. Possibly. He looks very small, very slight. Possibly needs to just maybe grow a little bit more. Maybe even go away on loan, if I'm being honest, and go and grow up a little bit. He just looks very lightweight. Or he did, certainly, when we saw him last season. Nick MCFC, hey Andy, you remember Michael Tarnett's free kick? I do. Joseph B to Claudio Gomez needs some pre-season. Sorry, just reread that. Sorry, it keeps jumping on this. More and more comments coming on. Let me just go back a little bit. Scott Williams, hi Andy, thoughts on the rumours of Douglas Luiz going to Turkey? Well, it'd probably be, if it's clearly an issue still potentially with his visa, maybe. So it wouldn't surprise me if he goes on loan. Sané's a fantastic player. I hope Pep gets this right. We cannot have all the speculation about him. It's embarrassing. What's embarrassing, mate? Buzzer's grandson looks the real deal. Who is our tallest player? At the moment, it would probably be, I'm guessing, if you want to include Muric, it would be Muric. But maybe, I don't know, Laporte, possibly. Are you worried about Liverpool this season? No, I only worry about City. Muric, yeah, Muric would be if you want to include him. Forget that Italian striker's name where he had the chocolate knees. I can't forget the Italian striker's name where he had with chocolate knees. Benjamin Gary is a prospect. Yeah, but it's not. It's prospects. They're all prospects. That's the issue. So anyway, just finally, before I go, I just wanted to quickly. There was one other thing that I wanted to say, and that is at the pre-season tour. As I said, we go on pre-season tour next week, and City officials are a little bit concerned and wary of the protests that are happening in Hong Kong. But they're saying that the tour is still definitely on. But they're monitoring the situation very closely after anti-extradition bill protests that have been quite violent. We're scheduled to play against Hong Kong Giants Kitchee on the 24th of July as part of the Asia Tour, and it'd be our second visit after taking part in the 2013 Asia Trophy. But if you remember, it was that heavy downpour, it flooded the pitch and things like that. Protests have been making headlines worldwide, but the English domestic treble champions said they had no plans to change the summer tour schedule, which obviously includes games against West Ham in Nanjing on July 17th, then either Newcastle or Wolves in Shanghai on the 20th. So fingers crossed. They're going to monitor that situation in Hong Kong, but it has been rocked by massive protests since June the 9th. So that's been ongoing. It's not been, it's still ongoing at the moment. And but the British Home Office have not issued any advice to British travellers to the city. So other than warning them about avoiding certain areas around the Ledco Council complex and Admiralty. So more than 1 million marchers took part in the rally on June the 12th. 4 days later, nearly 2 million protesters reportedly took to the streets. Protesters laid siege at Ledco before breaking in and ransacking offices and buildings in unprecedented acts of violence and vandalism. So keep an eye out on that. I'm sure everything seems fine. City certainly wouldn't be going out there if there was any major issues. But anyway, we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to just very quickly read through. I've got to go now because I've been on for I've gone 8 minutes over what I was originally thinking of. I think Sané should go. It's better for the club. No chance, Rojan. No chance. I would worry about Liverpool if they dropped out of all competitions. Maybe. If Sané was to leave, what fee? Got to be over 100 million. Joseph Beattie, Bianchi or Carradi? Bianchi or Carradi? What are you asking me? Which one of those? Neither were good. West Ham have us twice this summer. I feel sorry for them. Carradi or Gorgeous? Oh, God. Again, both were crap. Blue Heart, can't understand the Jesus Delta. He looks world class to me. I think you will see a lot more of him next season. I agree. Bianchi and Carradi, wow, yeah. Again, neither. Bring back Imre Varadi. Yeah, need a run of games. Brandon Wallace, I don't think Liverpool are going to be as good next season. No signings of VAR. I think they'll make signings. Mark Lillis, God. Boyanov, yeah, remember Boyanov. Bianchi was okay. Carradi, the worst ever. Rodgers better than Ndombele. Milk, please, Helen. Thanks, Andy. Enjoy the weekend. Rivaldo, Blondie, cheeky bugger, Marcus. Yeah, she's ringing me. She's probably like, what's going on? I'm supposed to be, I'm making a aromatic crispy duck from scratch tonight. So I'm not making the duck from scratch, obviously, but I'm going to make my own rather than buy it. So it's much better quality. Anyway, listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, go subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give us your comments below. Give it a thumbs up. Got tons of thumbs down today, which is fantastic. Have a good one, Kiam. Take care, buddy. Don't forget we're doing the podcast tonight, so hopefully that should be out fairly soon. We'll wait and see. I've got to speak to Rob later, find out what's going on. Alexandra Park, best ducks, Andy. Yeah. Hey, it wasn't bad. It was a whole duck for, I think it was £9 or something. It's from Sainsbury's, so not bad. Wait, what is that? Your wife? My wife. But anyway, she is my duck. Right, gotta go. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Got more comments coming. Next, who are you coming? Are you coming soon? What time tomorrow? I don't know. Because it's weekend, family here. My wife's off tomorrow. Enjoy the duck. Well, that was tongue in cheek, I'm sure, Blue Heart. See the guitar moved. I'll be back. I don't know what time tomorrow because obviously family's around and things like that. It's weekend, so it's unfair for me to kick everybody out, and yeah, I've still not sorted the office out. So I'll be around somewhere. I'm working on a new tactical video and analysis video, so I might work on that tomorrow and shove that out. But yeah, have a thanks, Rotel Blondie. See y'all. Enjoy your weekend and your night, and I'll be back tomorrow at some point. And don't forget, keep an eye on the new video series that are coming out very shortly. Episodes 2 and then episode 7. I've got an interview tomorrow afternoon with Big Blue, an old guy, very old, and his daughter. He was a good friend of mine, and I'm really looking forward to having them on the Who Are You episode. So take it easy, you two. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you soon.